Hey guys, I'm Brianna Glass, and for my book talk I read The Watsons Go to Birmingham-1963 by Christopher Paul Curtis. This book won the Newbery Honor Award in 1996, so it is an outstanding book, and I totally agree. The Watsons are an African-American family who, they live up north in Flint, Michigan, and are taking a trip down south to Alabama. Even though the trip doesn't happen until the end of the story, you learn how this family kind of goes together and how they get along with their little peeves and habits, and you find out a lot about the Watsons. The beginning of the story really sets the stage for the life in the North, and later as they make their way down to Alabama, you can really compare and contrast the life from the North and the South, and for African Americans anyway. They take their trip in 1963, and at that time the South is in the middle of a struggle for the individual rights, basic human rights, civil rights. And even though they say all men are created equal in the Declaration of Independence, African Americans are still discriminated against, and there's still racial issues. It is the worst in the South. And the Watsons do have to go through some of that. The story is told from this perspective of the little middle child boy, Kenny. So you get to see it through his point of view and the things that he has to go through. And sometimes, even now, you can see that physically and mentally people are scarred, especially children, and sometimes they're just traumatized by the discrimination they had to go through, and that's really sad sometimes. But it's different and cool to see it from that point of view from a child. And one of the funniest parts from this book that I won't ever forget, Kenny had found $1 on a road somewhere, and the school bully had told him, he was like, it's funny, I think I lost 50 cents on that road the other day. How much you want to bet my 50 cents and your 50 cents got together and made $1? I don't know why it's that funny. Maybe it's just cute, but I can just see picture African-American boys saying that to each other just to make sense of things, because the younger one probably really didn't know any better anyhow. But I do think this is an excellent book. I read it all in one weekend. However, because of the discrimination and racial issues that are addressed in the book, it's probably safer for the upper elementary grades. But it is a great book.